Hi, my name is Kathryn Goldman Schuyler. I'm a senior practice leader for Tergar in California and was asked to share some reflections about my early experiences with Tergar for this 15th anniversary. I first met Mingyur Rinpoche and Tergar in 2009 when he came to the West Coast on a book tour. At the time, I was studying in the Nyingma tradition, so was not really seeking a teacher, but someone asked me to go, and I went. By chance, I sat very near Rinpoche, just to the side. I was astonished by what I felt, as though some kind of energy I'd never experienced radiated from him. Soon after, he agreed to talk with me for a book I was writing then about Tibetan Buddhism and its influence in the world. Of all the people I interviewed for the book, only Rinpoche asked why I was doing this research and what I hoped the book might create in the world. Perhaps the funniest experience that I've had was very early, when I was first looking for more information about Rinpoche after hearing him speak in person. His way of talking was so alive and filled with energy. I was surprised, but not totally, when I read in his bio on a website that he had studied drama. I'd never heard of a Rinpoche studying drama, so that was just really fascinating to me, and I mentioned it to him when I got to talk with him. He looked really surprised and burst out laughing. He said he'd never studied drama, and together we realized it must have been a typo on the website. They really intended the word Dharma. I unfortunately missed that 2010 month-long retreat, and when I went the following year with his brother teaching, I was so impressed by what I noticed about the four instructors, and this is part of what really drew me into Tergar. He'd chosen people as instructors with deep experience in retreat and meditation in other traditions, and he didn't script them. They were free to talk from their own experience when we had small group breakouts with them several times during the retreat. They seemed very genuine and approachable, with no pretensions. They were themselves. I also felt over the next few years, as I got to know them and Tergar more, that the decisions that they made organizationally made sense, whether or not I agreed with them. And this was important to me because I was an organizational consultant and professor of leadership. In this context, I'm really intrigued by how Rinpoche has developed Tergar. You can see his interest in finding people around the world who support his vision for sharing real meditation with as many people as possible across the planet for the sake of the earth, and how he has seen that an organization requires change over time as it grows. His vision for Tergar is so global, with an organization composed of people, so many of whom don't have English as their first language, and from many continents, and staying on the different continents and working together. I love how Rinpoche helps everyone weave practice throughout our lives, from the day we start, and the beautiful simplicity he brings to sadhana practice when we reach level 5 of the path of liberation. What particularly keeps me here are the people I meet and get to collaborate with. So thankful to be part of this wonderful community. I love being online and leading something and knowing that there's people from Canada, from across the United States, in small communities where otherwise we would have no Sangha, and from South America. In closing, just huge gratitude to Rinpoche and Tergar International for 15 wonderful years and the joy of this moment.